So here's the big question we're tackling today. Is Hollywood, the heart of entertainment,
Mhm.
actually dying? Or is it more like transforming right in front of us?
Hmm.
We're doing a deep dive into these huge shifts happening, especially, and this is the really wild part, the accelerating impact of AI.
Yeah, and to really figure this out for you, we've gathered some really insightful stuff. We're looking at the latest from the AI and the Future of Hollywood 2024 Summit. Think top executives, innovators, all in one place.
Okay.
Plus, we've got these like super candid chats from filmmakers, industry folks on a Reddit forum, real talk. And there's this article from the MFTs about a possible decentralized future.
Decentralized. Interesting.
Right. So our mission here is basically to take all these different viewpoints and distill them down, give you a clear picture of what's actually going on.
Okay, let's start there. What are people on the ground, the professionals, actually saying? The immediate feeling from a lot of them is, well, pretty blunt. Traditional production in LA is, quote, dead. That's what someone said. We heard from a Paramount exec who admitted, yeah, the industry's facing major changes, and the studios, they kind of don't know what to do.
Well, admitting they don't know, that's something.
Right. And an Amy exec even said they're afraid to make anything new, which is kind of shocking. A huge part of their income now, it's from chopping up old shows for social media.
Old shows, like repurposed content.
Exactly. Short clips, stuff that works online. It's a total flip from how things used to work.
That makes sense when you look at the forces behind it. There are a few big things happening all at once. First, just the sheer cost of making anything in LA, plus taxes, union issues.
Yeah.
It's getting really expensive.
Unsustainable, some say.
Right. And second, this whole new media thing, especially streaming, it turns out the financial models were uh, shaky. Sources called it reckless spending early on,
Yeah, I remember that boom.
and now we're seeing the contraction because of it.
Yeah.
So what happens? Production moves. It gets decentralized, geographically speaking.
Okay, so where's it going?
All over, really. Places with better tax deals. Canada, Winnipeg, Calgary, London, Rome are big hubs. Wilmington, North Carolina, Atlanta, even Kentucky, Vegas, New Mexico, Oklahoma. Netflix is even building a huge new studio in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay.
And it's not just filming, post-production too. That's heading overseas, Budapest to Sofia, Bombay. Cheaper labor, but still, really skilled people there.
Right. So the work is definitely moving, but it sounds like people aren't saying the industry is dead. Just
Exactly.
LA. Or
The old way.
exactly. The feeling is it's evolving. That's the key word. Adaptation.
Uh-huh.
We see pros shifting. Maybe they're not making features, but they're killing it in social media marketing or creating short form stuff. It's like if you embrace the new tools, the new platforms, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
Maybe even thrive.
A kind of creative natural selection.
You could say that. And speaking of new tools, AI is just pouring gasoline on this evolution.
Right. AI, it feels so sudden, but you're saying it's been around. Oh, yeah. AI has been in the background in Hollywood for like over a decade, doing predictive analytics, helping with technical stuff like medical imaging, traffic control. Even self-driving cars have roots in that research.
Huh. Oh.
But now, with generative AI, the pace is just accelerated and unprecedented. That's the phrase people are using. And some are already looking ahead, anticipating artificial general intelligence, AGI.
AGI thinking machines, that's a whole other level. How far off is that, really? And what does that mean for creativity?
True AGI is still theoretical, mostly. But generative AI, the stuff we have now, that's already transformative.
Okay, so let's get specific. It's not just background stuff anymore, right? It's actually helping create things.
Totally. It's giving creators whole new palettes of creative choices. Like Google's VO3, it takes text and makes video, sure, but think deeper. It lets you quickly test lighting, draft dialogue, mock up cinematic shots in minutes.
So it speeds up iteration, makes experimenting cheaper.
Massively. Then you got platforms like Runway for editing, Respeecher for voice manipulation, and look at Apple Vision Pro's Encounter Dinosaurs. That's not film, but it shows the potential of XR, spatial tech, creating experiences.
Wow. Okay.
And it revolutionizes the whole workflow. Ideation, production. You could potentially make features, TV shows, ads in days or weeks, not months or years.
Days or weeks. Seriously.
That's the potential people see. AI impacting screenwriting, creating virtual characters, VFX, editing, even generating complex backgrounds or crowds. Someone actually floated the idea of an AI-generated new season of Game of Thrones.
Okay, that's wild. And it's not just video, right? Music, too.
Oh, absolutely. An explosion of AI music.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you think, Is this just the next step after sampling, looping, drum machines, software, synths, or is it fundamentally different?
What would Johnny Rotten say?
Huh. Good question. Music tech always pushes boundaries, right?
Right.
Synthesizers, DAWs. AI is maybe the logical next step, just a really powerful one. And people are trying to figure out how to make money from it.
Like how?
Well, Google DeepMind has Dream Track. You give it text prompts, it makes customizable music. They've partnered with EMI, which suggests platforms for licensed AI music are coming. Then you have artists like Grimes experimenting with totally different models like collective ownership using NFTs, decentralization, fans owning a piece of the AI-assisted music.
Whoa. Okay, that's different. But there's a dark side too, isn't there? Piracy.
Definitely. The piracy machine concern is real.
Yeah.
We're already seeing deep fakes, fake Britney Spears, fake Frank Sinatra vocals, and that viral track, Heart on My Sleeve, using AI voices of Drake in The Weeknd. That set off a lot of alarm bells.
Yeah, I heard about that. And this creative explosion, it's hitting visual arts too.
Big time. AI opens up limitless digital art. People talk about a human plus machine partnership. Someone even called it the design of randomness, comparing it to Jackson Pollock.
Pollock. Interesting comparison, but not everyone loves it, I bet.
Oh, for sure. You got critics like Jerry Saltz who are, let's say, skeptical. But then major museums like MoMA are showcasing AI artists like Rifik Anadol. So it's being taken seriously. And beyond galleries, think digital fashion, beauty, virtual models, avatars becoming global icons.
Okay, so creatively it's huge. What about the business side, the studios?
That's where it gets really interesting. For media and entertainment companies, AI looks like a massive opportunity. Add revenue, cut costs, force multiply efficiencies.
Force multiply efficiencies,
Yeah.
corporate speak, but I get it.
Right. But look at the numbers. The Magnificent Seven tech companies, Google, Amazon, Apple, etc., their combined market cap is around $11.6 trillion.
Trillion. Okay.
Now compare that to the seven biggest studios, their combined value, less than $400 billion. That's only like 3.5% of the tech giants' value.
Wow, that's a huge gap.
It really shows a fundamental difference, right? Hollywood traditionally relies on scarcity, controlling IP. Tech scales differently, network effects, rapid iteration. So for Hollywood, AI isn't just a cool tool. It might be a necessary way to learn from tech and try to bridge that massive value gap.
Got it. And this ties into something else you mentioned, virtual humans. Are these becoming mainstream?
They really are. It's kind of a phenomenon. You have influencers like Lil Miquela. She's presented as a 19-year-old robot, part Spanish, part Brazilian, with 2.6 million Instagram followers.
A robot influencer.
Yeah. And Lu Dumagalu in Brazil, 6.8 million followers, partners with Adidas, McDonald's. Then there are AI girlfriend platforms like Replica, DreamGF. It's blurring lines, even Barbie. A doll for decades. Now she's a movie star, a virtual human, a true global phenomenon. They're integrating into culture really fast.
It's more than just chatbots then.
Way beyond. They're getting better at mimicking human emotion, personality, having real conversations. Think about the possibilities. Virtual co-pilots, teachers, colleagues, even companions offering psychological support, like in the movie Her.
Okay, Her is a bit unsettling, but I see the potential. But you mentioned a dark side before, deepfakes.
Exactly. That's the serious downside. Deepfakes aren't just about celebs losing control of their image. Though that's serious, some people are talking about needing a Taylor Swift law to protect personas.
A Taylor Swift law. Makes sense.
But it's also a threat to regular people. Privacy, electronic security. Remember that case in Hong Kong? A finance worker was tricked on a Zoom call with deepfaked versions of his colleagues. The company lost $25 million.
$25 million from a deepfake Zoom call. That's terrifying.
It shows how potent this tech is for fraud. It's not just hypothetical anymore.
So what are we doing about it? Are there laws? Protections?
Things are starting to happen, but it's early days. Tennessee passed the LVIAX Act, ensuring likeness, voice, and image security. It's just for Tennessee residents right now, but it aims to protect artists from voice cloning and deepfakes.
The LVS Act.
People see it as a potential model, a canary in a coal mine for wider legislation. And then you have all these huge copyright lawsuits flying around about AI training data.
Like who?
The New York Times suing OpenAI and Microsoft. Getty Images suing Stability AI. Artists bringing class actions against Midjourney. DeviantArt. The legal system is scrambling to figure out rules for tech that didn't exist a few years ago.
It sounds like a huge mess, legally. So, with all this, disruption, legal fights, AI tools, where does it leave actual creators? Are they still worried?
Oh, definitely. There's still a lot of trepidation. Even after the big Hollywood strikes last year, the ones that tried to put some AI guardrails in place.
Yeah, those were hard fought.
Very. But you still hear deep concerns. Justine Bateman talks about a possible synthetic entertainment future, which sounds pretty bleak. Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian, flat out predicted his profession, writing, will effectively disappear.
Wow, that's heavy, an existential threat.
That's the term used, yeah. And it digs into really complex stuff. Who owns what? Creative rights, IP, authorship, especially when AI uses creative work without credit or permission.
The training data issue again?
Exactly. SAG-AFTRA, the WGA, the unions, they achieved groundbreaking protections, but the fight's ongoing in Congress, in the courts. And layered on top is this feeling from audiences that a lot of new stuff looks and feels totally soulless.
Soulless, why?
Well, too many sequels, spin-offs maybe. A perceived drop in quality cinematography, lighting, set design looking kind of flat or rushed. Now, why that is, our sources disagree.
Oh, how so?
Some argue it's because content is too focused on messaging, being preached to, or politically correct. Others totally dismiss that as faux culture wars crap.
Right.
Those people point fingers at corporate greed, squeezing budgets, and those unsustainable streaming models we talked about. Probably a mix of things, honestly.
Okay, so it's complex, but is there an upside to this? This collapse gap, as you called it. Is there opportunity in the chaos?
That's the optimistic view, yeah. That this disruption is actually a clearing, making space for new models. Our sources mention something called the MFTs.
MFTs, what's that?
It stands for Massive Fictional Universes, apparently built using blockchain for decentralized storytelling and handling the intellectual property.
Blockchain, like crypto. How does that work for stories?
Well, the idea is to be creator-first, community-driven. They talk about on-chain IP ownership. So instead of a studio owning everything, the ownership is recorded transparently on a blockchain. No middlemen, no licensing limbo, maybe even fractional ownership for creators and fans.
Fans owning a piece of the IP.
Potentially, yeah. Plus, using AI to speed up production, AI-accelerated production, lowering costs, making things faster, and building community-powered narratives where the audience, the fans, actually become stakeholders, maybe influencing the story.
That sounds radically different, like empowering indie creators.
That's the promise, giving smaller filmmakers access to tech and tools that used to be only for big studios, fostering innovation from the bottom up.
Huh. So it really does sound like the old Hollywood system might be crumbling or at least shaking pretty hard.
It seems that way.
But the actual demand for stories, for content, that's still strong. And maybe the innovation is just shifting, coming from new places, new creators.
Exactly. It's dynamic, exciting, maybe a bit scary, but definitely not stagnant.
So wrapping this up, what we've really seen today is that Hollywood and entertainment overall isn't dying. That really, it's going through a massive radical metamorphosis.
Right.
Driven by tech, changing habits, global economics, all hitting at once.
Yeah, a profound transformation. And it leaves you with a pretty big thought, doesn't it? If the future really is this blend of human creativity, machine capability, where IP can be broken up, co-owned by fans, what kinds of truly new stories could emerge? Stories that old Hollywood, with its rigid structures, maybe never could have told.
That's a fascinating question.
And maybe, what's your role in this? As someone who watches, consumes, maybe even creates content, how do you help shape whatever comes next in this decentralized renaissance?